All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome. I wasn't going to do a stream, but I got roped into it a little bit. But I have a video to do. I'm not going to stream for super long. It's already 11:20. I've been beat all damn day. I've been beaten to the ground from all the content I made last night. I made 3 videos. If you haven't checked them out, full card recap, main event recap, Dana White recap. Yeah, last night was crazy. I went to bed at like 7:30 a.m. It was light out. It was clear as day light out when I went to bed. I gotta do my takeaways video. I like to do that immediately the day afterwards, so I'm gonna do that in like an hour or so. So yeah, I'm proud to say I'm a Joey sycophant. Thank you, Joey. For every minute you're late, I'm deducting $20 from your $100 donut. You demanded. Yeah, I'm sure. I wasn't really late. I just clicked the time right away. I didn't even check the time off when I scheduled the stream, and then immediately streamed as soon as I had everything in order. You see Colby's interview with Submission Radio? No, I saw a clip of it. Dude's an embarrassment. He's talking about how Garry scraped by the number 14 ranked guy. Colby has no wins over a current ranked welterweight, and every win he has since 2018 is against a guy who's close to 40 on a losing streak. So, yeah. Who's going to be on 303 prediction for main and co-main? Pereira versus Yuri 2. Co-main, I would probably go Diego Lopez, Dan Ige for the main and co-main of whatever. So, Manlet, thank you for 3 months of membership. Thanks you for modding John Dong. Well deserved. Okay. Manlet, thank you for the 3 months of membership. 306. 306 is the Sphere, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. I was hoping Merab O'Malley, but I don't know. It doesn't look like. Why wouldn't they have announced that by now? Here's what I want. I'll just tell you what I want. Topuria, Holloway, co-main, O'Malley versus Merab. Those are the fights to make. Magomed, Ankalaev, and New. We'll see. But it's crazy. Colby is so irrelevant. He had to wait. He's now leeching off of Gary's name. How embarrassing is that of Colby? Dude calls him a nobody, but he's leeching off of his name. He had to go do an interview. So, yeah. Pereira is using mind powers to make his opponents keep their hands at their waist. Dude, it's so embarrassing. Yuri just stood there with his hands down getting head kicked. Didn't even react at all. I saw Jamal's reaction, dude. Jamal's a clown. I've been telling you guys Jamal's a clown. Go back and look at my comments on my first Jamal Hill video. And go look at how many people were shitting on me. When's Pat getting his wrench? Never. Thank you for the 2 New Zealand dollars. But yeah, Jamal Hill was clear. He was clearly rooting for Pereira to lose. It seems, I don't know. There seems to be some. I don't know what's going on with the MMA community. There are certain fights where I am really rooting for a certain guy to win. And I really want a certain guy to win. And I always tell you guys that. But I'm so confused with the reaction of like people, like somebody commented on my post fight last night. It was like, Joey, I can see your hide and your saltiness. How can you not like Yuri or Pereira? I don't understand. How could you dislike either guy? So, Joe, you hinted at a Chandler video. Dude, I couldn't stomach his interviews, man. I only got halfway through the interview. So I have some timestamps. That'll probably make that tomorrow night. I'm tired of listening to the dude. He's a fucking clown, man. He's embarrassed himself time and time again. So, Joey, the late night live podcast, we never thought we needed. Where are the helicopters? I don't know. Where in the hell are the helicopters? Let's see. So. New Submission Radio, Colby interview drop. You should watch. I don't think I can, dude. Saying he lost against MVP. What a clown. Dude, Colby's a clown. He's latching on to Gary's name now. So hopefully the rankings people aren't swayed by public perception, because Garry should jump over Colby. I would move Jack up over Colby. I would move Gilbert up over Colby, and I move Garry up right behind him. So I moved Colby back to 7, and I have Garry at 6, and then I have Gilbert Burns at 5, and I have Jack Della Maddalena at 4. So, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see what happens. But yeah. There's a new Chandler getting dropped allegedly. What are you talking about? Joey, respectfully disagree about what? You don't think Garry should be ranked over Colby? What? That's delusional then, Andy. We'll have to disagree on that one. Submissive radio, Colby. Submissive radio all done. Colby needs a new platform. Yeah, Colby shouldn't even be in the rankings. Thank you for the 199. What do you respectfully disagree in then? Dana was pissed at the press conference. I'm wondering if there was something more to that. That was my initial take. So. JDM chins Garry. I mean, he could very well. I think it's a close fight. I'd love to see it. I never understand how Yuri would come out with his hands down in round 2 after getting kicked. Dude, because that's the way he fights. He has no fight IQ. JDM smashed Garry. They never fought. JDM lost to Basil Hafez, by the way, on short notice. So, life's 3 certainties: death, taxes, and not giving me a wrench. Yes, that is true. That is true. So, Yuri's mind was toast after round 1. Yeah, he was completely out of it. He was out on his feet. He was done. That's why I said, look, he got KO'd in the first round. I don't care what anyone says. It was a first round KO for Pereira. Pereira chinned him, man. The left hook. Pereira chinned him with that left hook. And that was it. End of story. End of story. Yuri's career is now over. It's super unfortunate. But what can we do? So, Kevin Ioli's my GOAT. Fair enough. Who fought more like a bitch, Colby or Anthony Smith? Colby. Thoughts on the fights announced today? Kai Kara versus Urseg. Junior Tafa versus Walter Walker. Josh Culibao versus Ricardo Ramos. Jack Jenkins, Gavin Tucker. I like Kai Kara versus Urseg. I really don't give a rat's ass about the rest of them. Josh Culibao, Ricardo Ramos is pretty good. I'm always looking forward to seeing Jack Jenkins. But really, yeah. He only got it because he stepped up. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Yuri. Hey, Joe, hope all is well. What's your thoughts on a potential matchup between Ian, Garry, and Shavkat? Love the matchup. I've always said, and I'll continue to say, for unless something changes, I favor Shavkat over everyone in the division. I've been hyping up Shavkat since before he was even ranked. But I would not be shocked if Garry beat him. I would not be shocked if Garry beat him. I think Garry has a striking advantage. I think Shavkat's a little bit more diverse, but Gary's got better movement. I think Garry looked sluggish last night. I think he didn't look great on the feet because of MVP's tricky movement and style. And if you watch his fights outside the UFC, you know MVP's hard to deal with on the feet. So, yeah. I agree with you that Bones would ragdoll Pereira. It would stand up. I believe Bones would feel that hook like Hill. Jones would immediately take him down. Jones has high fight IQ. You know a fight that I would love to see that's not even possible? I would love to see Pereira versus Prime Rumble Johnson. So, as an Aussie, I only really care about Urseg versus Kai Kara France. I hope you enjoy it. MMA fans now think Yuri is better win than Dustin. I don't know, man. Light heavyweight division's weird, man. Yuri, I'm beginning to look. I don't even know how to phrase this. This isn't exactly what I mean. I'm just at a loss for words right now. I'm beginning to rethink everything about light heavyweight. I'm beginning to think Jamal Hill's a fucking fraud. I'm beginning to think Yuri's a fraud. I know that sounds crazy, but it's like everyone's shit there. Light heavyweight's like one of the worst weight classes. The higher the weight class, the shittier the shittier skill levels. So, Joe, what do you like about Garry? I mean, isn't in the wild in terms of skills, and do you change your opinion? He has good skills. He's super active, and he's willing to fight any and all comers. He calls for the toughest fights, and he's willing to take the toughest fights, and he wants to stay active. What's not to like? So, react to Colby's interview on Submission Radio. I may. I don't know if I can stomach it, man. I'm tired of. I've been watching too many interviews recently, and it's making me sick. I was trying to get timestamps for my Chandler video. I couldn't even listen to this shit. I had to turn it off. It's making me sick. So, Poton would defeat Rumble? Probably, but it still would be banger matchup. At this point, I don't know how anybody doesn't like Garry. And to act like that was such a bad performance last night is crazy in my opinion. It wasn't the most spectacular, but to be honest, even if he would have got the rear naked choke in the first round, guarantee you, they would have been like, oh, well, MVP's a bum. Yeah, Garry had to grapple. He was scared on the feet. Will you change your opinion if he gets exposed? What do you mean get exposed? He's going to get beaten by a low-level guy? There's no getting exposed at this point. If he loses a Shavkat, he gets exposed? I think Shavkat beats everyone in the fucking division. I don't get it. Andrew John, thank you for the $9.99. I'm so tired of this narrative that Magomed turned down the title shot, only wants to fight in Abu Dhabi. The UFC obviously went with Pereira Prochazka due to the storyline of the early stoppage. Yeah, dude, it's just a made-up storyline. They're like, oh, yeah, Magomed only want to fight in Abu Dhabi. Like, oh, there's sand there, so he must live there. There's certain people that wears things on their head. So, a couple media members scored to fight for MVP. I'm assuming you think that's delusional, right? I'm assuming you think that is delusional, right? Look, anyone that scored it for MVP is just a hater and biased and disgusting and disgraceful, in my opinion. Stop watching the sport. So, yeah. But thank you, Andrew John, for the $9.99, man. I greatly appreciate you, bro. I want to see Yuri Jan. Jan's just slow enough where Yuri could win, but, dude, Jan of a couple years ago starches Yuri. Let me be honest here. Jan of a couple years ago starches Yuri. People were calling me crazy for saying Garry was going to use his grappling and look. Dude, Days, how long did we talk about that? We talked about it in the Discord. So, I'm with you, bro. People were saying they didn't watch his Cage Warrior fights. You look at his last 3 Cage Warrior fights before the UFC, he used grappling in every single one of them. He was... Now, I haven't seen every fight of his outside the UFC, but more recently outside the UFC, like the last 2-3 years outside the UFC, he was primarily a grappler. He would strike. There would be striking exchanges, but he would always mix in the grappling. So, who's the worst disadvantage? Lopez, who's basically fighting a featherweight, or Ige, who didn't expect to fight? I don't know. The fight was fucking meaningless. I'm going to talk about that in my takeaways video. It meant nothing. It told us nothing, and it was absolutely worthless. All it did was take years off each one of their careers for taking some damage. Not that they took a crazy amount of damage, but it was pointless. I'd rather just call the fight off. Didn't impress me at all. Chandler waits for Conor like wives of men who go off to war. That's true. Ankalaev turned down UFC 300. Yeah, for Ramadan, which he never fights during Ramadan. Hey, Joe, I'm a huge fan. I find it funny how people who shit on Garry for grappling MVP are the same ones who call Yuri and Jamal stupid for standing with Pereira. Yeah, dude, it's delusional. It's absolutely delusional. I want Pereira versus Jones. Fuck, Ank. Well, what about Aspinall? What are you going to do with Aspinall? Jones is going to ragdoll Pereira, but Jones is going to push for that. Joey, did I see on Friday night that you called the Ortega cancellation? I did not call the Ortega cancellation. I just said, look, Ortega looked like shit at the press conference. Ortega now changed it to 55, and I said, don't be surprised if that shit gets canceled. And people were telling me I was crazy for saying that. So I kind of called it, but I can't take full credit. I can't say, look, this shit's getting canceled. I just said, look at everything that's going on right now. It wouldn't shock me. I said, I'm not getting excited for it. And I said it in my press conference reaction. I said, damn, Brian Ortega looked like shit. He's having a tough weight cut. I can tell. And this was short notice for him. So, how many Pereiras out there in the sport that could make winning a UFC champion look trivial? Probably a lot. Especially towards the top of weight classes. Towards the heavier weight classes. Because you have to realize all the good athletes who would make the heavyweight division super amazing and fun to watch are in other sports. You know, it's in other sports. Conor McGregor would not have held on MVP for dear life. Yeah, he would have broke his leg and laid on the ground. MVP was snapping Ian's head back. Dude, literally none of the shots even landed clean. At least none of the ones they showed in the replays, which was all of them because there was like 6 shots, snapped his head back. He landed like 1 clean shot. Everyone else, Ian Garry was just getting out of the way and got clipped a little bit. Yeah, they were saying what grappling did Garry use. Look, Days, I'm telling you right now, let me know if you agree with me in the chat, Days, or anybody else. If Garry would have finished him via rear naked choke in the first round, they would have just said MVP's a bum, man. Of course he was going to beat him. He had to grapple. So it would have been the same narrative. So Colby's not willing to fight anyone. Dude's a pussy. Ankalaev is the only logical fighter. Next, fuck all the haters. You don't get 2 defenses to get to move up. Fuck that. Agreed. So MVP had a 4-inch reach advantage. Yeah, and he's really fast and he's skilled on the feet. I think the fight definitely helped Ige's career. Okay. Say Pereira winning exposed the UFC low skill level since none of them can experience to beat Alex. No, I mean, dude, Pereira's an elite level kickboxer. Light heavyweight division against non-grapplers. He's literally one of the best strikers. How's he not going to win? Like the video? Yeah, if you guys could like the stream, I think that's what you mean. Dude, I don't ever want to hear Anthony Smith's name again. We need a Jamal Hill collab, Joey. I would love it. I would love to see you interview Hill. That would get 20K subs. Dude, Hill would start breaking stuff and storm off, bro. We got 220 people. I seen 250 right now. Joey, but yeah, guys, like the stream if you could. Subscribe to the channel if you could. I want to get to 30K soon. I wanted to get to 30K before the end of July, but that's a stretch. Why does everyone keep saying interview Jamal? Like, what do you think? I have some pull with Jamal Hill? Yeah, he definitely likes me and wants to give me an interview. Like, what the fuck? I'm nobody, guys. I'm literally nobody. You have to realize that. Just because we, have a chat and you guys join me every other night doesn't mean I'm somebody. I'm literally nobody in the MMA community. Mike Bond is the best reporter in MMA. He's the only one that talked to Dana about Pereira and Ankalaev, and I can't remember the last time he said something stupid. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I mean, I know he's done some good stuff recently. Hill has given you so much content. I'd love another video. What else has he given me? I did a video on the 40-minute breakdown that he did. They will. People were saying, of course, Garry was going to use his grappling after he won, but people still picked MVP and acting like a week before they said Garry doesn't have grappling. Yeah, it's just lack of knowledge. It's lack of, a lot of people act like hardcores, but they never check out any other fight tape. And I'm not saying I check out every person outside the UFC ever, but how big of a dono to time out the entire chat for the rest of the stream? I'm not doing that. It's not. What do you think? I'm broke? Joey, my prediction for Sphere Card, Grasso, Val 3, O'Malley, Marab, Max Taporia, BMF, Volk, Lopez, Yair, you got, sign me up. Sign me up for that. Seeing as Holloway was only ranked number 9 at lightweight for Starch and Gaethje, I'd take it Delize won't even get ranked at light heavyweight for beating Smith. I think he will. Joey, why does Ankalaev receive so much hate from the UFC? Doesn't make sense. From the UFC fans, is that what you're asking? You need me to break that down for you? Look up where he's from. And that's your answer, and that's a fact. But nobody wants to admit that. Nobody will ever tell you. Nobody else will ever tell you that. Nobody else will ever tell you that. Imagine the trajectory of Pereira's career if he would have lost to Jan. He did lose to Jan. That's the crazy thing. But I get what you're saying. Joe, I bet you could do an interview with Drickus. He's been doing interviews with smaller channels. Look, I'm not pressed on doing interviews. It's not even... To be honest, this sounds crazy. Most people don't give a fuck about interviews. I don't give a fuck about interviews. But eventually, if I can get some decent interviews, I will. But it's not something I'm super focused on. I don't really care about it. I'm not hitching my channel's wagon on talking to fighters because then it just makes you biased. It makes you biased. It makes you feel weird when you got to talk shit. I always just want to be honest with you guys, regardless what some people say. I just want to be honest with you guys about whatever I feel about any fighter or their performance or what they said. Let's just get rid of this guy forever. What beard oil do you use? I don't remember. My fiance bought it for me. But I bought it on Amazon. It was purchased on Amazon. Let me put it that way. I picked Garry. I'll look it up and ask me tomorrow or something. Joe, who you got in the Hill rematch with Alex? I would take Alex all day. I picked Garry, but it's not impressive performance. Let's be real. How was it not impressive? Like, it wasn't blow your doors off. He's #1 contender performance. MVP's tricky as hell. People were hyping up MVP because he beat Kevin Holland and looked good. So, literally, clearly beating MVP and out-grappling him and almost finishing him in the first round is not impressive? Fine. Then you're just hard to impress. I'm not saying you need to be jumping for joy, but to act like... If you say, look, Sean Strickland's win over Paulo Costa didn't impress you, fair enough, because he did nothing. He did no damage. But the fact that Garry almost finished him in the first round, faced some adversity in the second round, come back to win the third round after facing a little bit of adversity in the beginning of the third round, I think that's impressive. Again, I'm not saying it's to blow your doors off. You know, I'm picking him over Shavkat. I'm picking him to win the belt. But I'm just saying, you have to realize he's still young. This was the second toughest test of his career, man. He's still very young. He's undefeated. So, MVP had 2.5 minutes on top and got up, and Garry hugged him and stayed on his back for the last 2 minutes. That's literally not true. MVP, Dana White said that shit too, and it's just false. You didn't watch the fight. Yeah, MVP just got up. Yeah, because Garry was about to get up. Garry got his knee on belly. He was about to push off, and MVP just stood up. Go back and rewatch it. You don't believe me. I know that for a fact. So, yeah. Why fixate on Jones and Edwards specifically? What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Garry should still put him with pressure on the feet. He had a perfect fight. Dude, MVP's fucking tricky. Damn, man. Why is my fucking eye? I got something in my eye. It's like my eyelashes going in my eye or something. Go watch MVP's fights. Every single one of MVP's fights, unless you grapple him, it looks like shit because it's hard to close the range on him because he has such a wonky karate style and he's hard to close the distance and he's good at counter-striking. He's good at darting in and out and he's lightning fast. So, Colby would destroy Ian Garry? No. Well, why didn't he? He ran from him. So, does MVP beat Wonderboy? No, I don't think so. But I want to see that matchup. Ian Garry gets too much hate. MMA fans treat sport like a reality TV show and judge fighters based off their personal lives, and it's irrelevant. Yeah, they dislike Ian Garry because he loves his wife and he's a good father to his stepson. Makes literally zero sense. The hate is he's one of the most overhated fighters. People calling him overrated when they picked. Let me get this straight. So Ian Garry's overrated, but you picked him to lose to Jeff Neal. You picked him to lose to MVP. Where does that make him overrated? Because you didn't rank him anything. You said he's a scum. You said he's gonna get a. You said he's a bum. You said he's not gonna. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Colby takes him to the 7th layer here. Hopefully he books that fight. Watch. If they book that fight and Garry beats the fuck out of him, which I'm assuming that he will, you know what'll be said then? Oh, Colby's washed up. Colby's a bomb. Of course he was going to win this. He should have fought Shavkat. If he beats Shavkat, people will say robbery because it'll be a decision win. Or it was boring. So, yeah. I hate Ian Garry because of his trash talk and his delusional takes on his performances. Okay. All right. So, no, Garry is good. He could have last run. He could have won more dominantly. It doesn't matter. If he would have finished that rear naked choke in the last 30 seconds, people would have said the exact same thing. Thank you for the $2. Stepson, I thought it was his. It is his son, but then he also has a stepson as well. So, that's the talk of, you know, Gary's living with his wife's ex-husband. His wife has a kid with her ex-husband. And then he takes his stepson with him when he goes out to camps and not to goes out to camps, but goes out to, you know, fight camp, not fight camps. What am I thinking of? Fight weeks. I'm a little bit brain dead right now. When he goes out to fight weeks and whatnot. And so the ex-husband is a nutritionist. So he pays him to be his nutritionist so that he can travel with them on those trips and get paid for it and be with his actual son. So the wife's ex-husband can be with his actual son. Does that make sense? So he did not take his girl's last name. All wrong. I'm going to make a video about this soon again because I've doubled my subscribers since I made that video. So a lot of people don't understand. So yeah. Yeah. Obviously, Shavkat beats Ian. Shavkat beats everyone. Do you think Mr. Machado beats Shavkat? No, I do not. I pick Shavkat over everyone. Scott Thomas, thank you for the 199. Kevin would do better against Ian than MVP. Thoughts? I think Ian would starch Kevin. Bad. So, all right, immediate this. No, the ex-husband does not live with Garry and his wife, dude. You just make that up. Look, if you're just making shit up, I get it. You're obsessed with another man's woman, but if you're just making shit up, you're a weirdo. If you can't see something wrong there, then I can't explain semantics to you. What are you talking about? Wrong with what? Look, I'm telling you right now, everyone that even thinks there's anything remotely wrong with that has never been with a woman, has never touched a woman, doesn't have any relationships with women, and they're just straight up pussies if they don't understand that. I made an entire video on it. You can go check it out. You guys are weirdos, but you're such alpha males. Yeah, I would never let my ex-wife, who has a child with her ex-husband, I would never let him around her. They got a child together and they're not allowed to be around each other ever? Yeah, you guys don't know how the real world works. So, you guys don't know how the real world works. So, Alex getting slept by Magomed or Rakic? Could be. Now, that's kind of weird, Joey. He started a game half completed. Joey, you would never get with a woman with a previous child. Immediate timeout. You're just a fucking weirdo. You don't know how the world works. You don't know how the world works. There's plenty of people. I guarantee there's people in this chat right now that probably have a girlfriend or a wife with a previous child. Happens all the time. So. Lopez had the best fighter last night. I don't think so, man. I think he kind of looked like shit. I mean, not that it wasn't exciting, but yeah. Carrying another man's baggage is tough, but don't act like Ian wasn't calling Magny a horrible father. He quite literally did not call Magny a horrible father. He told Magny, you shouldn't be bragging about beating children. You shouldn't be making jokes about beating children. So, Lopez looked good. What the fuck? Ige's a junkyard dog. I don't think he looked horrible. I'm not saying he looked horrible. Look, the fight just doesn't matter, bro. So, single dude saying, nah, I never dated a woman with a kid. That's beta shit. I'm an alpha. That's true what they say. So, yeah. Okay, so now we're going to brag about it literally just gone. I'm tired of seeing these idiots. It all makes sense now why you defend Ian so much. Yeah, because Ian's a badass who stays active and willing to take on all challenges. Sorry you don't like him because he's got a better looking woman than you will ever get in your entire life. I guess that's why you don't like me either, right? Because you can't get any women. You've never touched a woman, you never talked to a woman, and you're a pussy. So, Joe, my wife has kids with 3 other men, and I let them visit them all the time. You're right, it's normal. Okay, that's a little extreme, but okay. Congrats for you. Imagine rejected the potential love of your life just because she has a child. Yeah. In shape, Taito Avasa would dominate at lightweight. Lightweight. Oh, yeah, he would. If he wasn't eating Taco Bell in the locker room. Ricky Davis. Or Hollis, thank you for the $2. No, I appreciate you, bro. Ricky Davis, thank you for the $5. Do you think JDM would be a good next fight for MVP? It doesn't really make sense, but I would like to see it. So, yeah. How do you feel about Colby's persona versus Ian Garry's? I mean, Colby's a pussy who refuses to fight and runs from fights and only waits on the sidelines to get Dana White privilege. So, and talks mad shit when he refuses to fight and can't beat anyone. So definitely prefer Garry, who's being active, being overconfident, and actually winning and taking on tough challenges and being active. So, what's your top 5 favorite fighters of all time? Anderson Silva, Robbie Lawler, Tony Ferguson, Jose Aldo, GSP, probably. I don't like Ian, but I do admit he's active. Hopefully he fights again soon, so I can see another chance of him losing. He called out Shavkat, bro. You think Colby would ever dare say the name of Shavkat? You think Colby would ever dare say the name of Shavkat? No. That's a good list. Yeah, I mean, that's just a rough list. I would really have to think about it, but that's pretty much it. Dude, Colby turned down the fight. We all know Colby turned down the fight. Dana White's covering for him because Colby's another Donald Trump sycophant. We all know that's the truth. Dana has openly, basically, outright said that Colby's turned down fights before, and Dana was like, "Oh, Colby doesn't turn down fights." Yeah, he turned down the fight. We know for a fact he turned down the fight. So you can take that line and run to the bank, but he turned down the fight. Where do you rank Prime Fedor? I wasn't around for his prime, so I really can't rank him. Why do people hate Ian? Because he's, a true alpha male who's active, taking on tough challenges, has a hot wife, is a family man, taking care of his child, and his stepchild as well. And they could never imagine doing that. It's craziness. The amount of hate he gets is completely ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. I hope he becomes champion. I love Shavkat. Shavkat's one of my favorite fighters right now. If he fights Shavkat, nothing would give me more joy than he starches Shavkat out cold, calls for the title, fights who's ever the champion at the time, and then beats the champion as well. I'm rooting for him that much. Just because of the hate of the fan base, not because of any one particular thing. I wish we could skip to 304, dude. How do you think I feel? I got to talk about those fight cards. I wish we could. Yeah, I already read that. Ian Glaze is out of hand. He's cringe. That's why no one cares about his personal life. It's literally all people care about. In your opinion, who won Pereira versus Jan? Jan definitely won. Thank you for the $2. Oh, Archie. Root for Drikas then if you root for the guy being hated by the fan base. Drikas is not hated by the fan base. Shavkat has a granite chin. Yep. We haven't really seen it tested, though, yet. Don't you know? We haven't seen him test it yet. So, you're going to lose your community over Garry, buddy? Dude, you think I give a fuck? If someone wants to unsubscribe, they can unsubscribe. I have a normal life. My entire life isn't based around online. Oh, I live in an alternate reality where I hate somebody based on shit that isn't even true in most cases. Not all cases. Not all cases. So, if you defend him because of the weird incel fan base that attacks him and you refute the dumb shit they say and that they let their personal bias get into trying to set narratives, oh no, your community's going to leave. Unsubscribe. I don't give a fuck. I got plenty of money in the bank. I don't make that much money off the channel. I got a really nice fucking house. I got a nice fiance. I got a nice dog. I got a nice family. And I'll close this fucking channel down and not give a rat's ass if I wanted to, which I don't. So, you're going to lose your community. Oh, no. Don't speak your mind for fear of a community might be there or not be there. If you, let me put it this way. If you don't want to watch my channel because you disagree with my opinion on something, this is what I have to say. If you're like, yeah, I don't like this guy. I really disagree with him on this. Fuck you. Fuck you. Leave. Gone. Let me know in the chat. I'll ban you so that way you don't have to come back again. Like, it's just so weird to say, oh, you're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. Oh, no. I don't give a fuck, dude. So, yeah. I'll be all right, bro. I'll be all right. So the people who want to be here can be here. We'll have a great old time. I don't pander to anyone to try to keep them. Oh, please, let's have confirmation bias. Let's all huddle around and suck each other off about the same opinion. No, that's not what I want. I'd rather close the channel down than do that. I would close the channel down right now before I sat here and told you guys something I didn't believe. So, yeah. I'm leaving. You know what, Matt? I'll help you, bro. I'll help you. How about this? I'll help you. Adios, Matt. So, I couldn't read all the chat. You guys are going crazy, but obviously no one's leaving. No one's leaving. No, it's not about being willing to delete the whole channel because Ian Garry hate. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, I love having the channel. I want the channel to be successful, but not if I would have to pander to people and tell you things that I did not believe for it to be successful. I'd rather close it down if I wasn't making myself clear, is what I'm saying. So, yeah, Shavkat fought Wonderboy in December. He's due to fight soon. I'm expecting UFC to book him for a fight in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully already in the works. I hope he fights Garry. So, and at the end of the day, the OGs, the people who fuck with credible information, the people who want good analysis, the people who want to not live in an echo chamber, they'll continue to watch. They'll continue to watch. So we don't need you, bro. So I respect the man that believes, that stands for what he believes in. That's what I always do, dude. I mean, like, come on now. A lot of these people that just go around, like, they just basically hop around to different online community after different online community after different online community, most of the time being like a weirdo troll. Those types of people have miserable lives. They sit at home. They're incels. They don't have money. They don't have cars. They don't have a home. They don't have a family that fucks with them. And then they just send stupid messages in chat rooms. I mean, to call this a chat room is a bit weird, but in live chats, and it's just very weird. So, other YouTubers read headlines. Joey reads the full article. Facts. And listen, if you want to be pandered to, I'm sure there's plenty of channels for that. You know, if you want inaccurate, educated guesses, feel free to go check that out. Feel free to go check that shit out. Because guess what? If you want real information, if you want somebody that's going to speak their mind, if you want someone that believes what they say, if you want someone that's going to back up what they say with a logical argument, you're going to watch this channel. Majin, thank you for the $19.99. Love the content. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. So, no cap, Joey. Fuck him. The real community doesn't give a fuck if we disagree with Joey. We'll just move on. It's not that serious. Or we can have fun, spirited debate. But to say, change your opinion about something or you're going to lose your community. First off, by the way, I know I went off on a tangent there. That's not even true. That's not going to happen. You know, I know a lot of people who hate the channel, who hate that I exist, who hate that I say certain things that other people aren't willing to say. They hate that I even have a small voice, just a very small voice in the community. It's not very big. Channel's small. We got to 20K recently. We're heading to 25K. We're heading to 30K. But just a small voice in the community. A lot of these people despise it. They want me to go away. They want to end me. They want me to not exist. Because they don't want their entire worldview confronted for their hypocrisy and their embarrassing stances on things, and to be called out and to have example after example after example to expose them. They don't want that. They want to live in an echo chamber. They want confirmation bias. It's embarrassing. So, and I can't give them that. I can't give them that satisfaction. I told you guys, I can walk into a room, and I know some people think I'm like, I genuinely believe there's quite a few people who don't believe me when I say this, right? This is exactly who I am in real life. This is exactly how I would talk to you if we were in real life. And I don't care about potentially being disliked. I don't care about being hated. I could walk into a room right now with 10,000 people, and every single one of those people hate my fucking guts. But guess what? Like I'm saying, if it was over something or opinion, I'm not gonna bend to the will of others. No, I'm going to give you my opinion. If you have a logical argument, I can be like, oh, you know what? Maybe that's right. You're stupid if you're willing to die on a hill and not listen to others' respectful opinions. But I don't give a fuck if every single person hates my guts. I'll be all right. So we all know you say the opposite of what is popular no matter what it is. We know some of the content and it's fun having a different take sometimes. Yeah, and it's always true, right? It's always right. It's a contrarian, unpopular opinion that always ends up being right. Jamal Hill's salty. Jamal Hill's delusional. Joey, you're just being a contrarian. Joey, you're crazy. Yeah. Oh, Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler isn't going to happen. Don't get excited for it. Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler isn't going to happen. Don't get excited for it. Joey, you're a contrarian. Oh, Kobe's ducking Garry. Oh, you're a contrarian. Francis Ngannou made the decision that's best for him leaving the UFC. Joey, you're a contrarian. I've heard it before. Listen, you guys only have 2.5 years or 3 years. You have 3 years of this. This shit's been my... I don't even know how to describe it. This has been me for over 10 years. Even though I never interacted with the MMA community, I could see the general consensus. And I'm like, what the fuck? These people are stupid. And I'd be like, oh, no, this isn't going to happen. That's going to, whatever it may be. And then every single time, eventually, they'd find me. And be exactly where I was. So. I wish Joey was my brother or cousin so he would have my back. There you go. Exactly. That's why we fuck with you. Thank you, bro. Sorry if I didn't read any of the messages of support. I'm scrolling through now, but I just realized there's been so many messages. I don't hate you, Joey. I agree with all what you say. I don't see Garry going far as some legend. Is that bad? That's perfectly acceptable. That's perfectly acceptable. Train by day, MMA Joey live stream by night. All day. So, Joey will not be denied. Joey is the MMA community's last hope. I'll take it. Majority love MMA Joey. He's a good heart, doesn't hate for your beliefs, and his content is awesome. Thank you. I just like more opinions. A good grounded argument is respectable, whether I agree or not. Thank you. And that's exactly the type of people I want to attract to the channel. So, Joey has potential to be bigger than Hawadi. That's a little bit of extreme. We're not the same. We're not the same. Dana said Colby doesn't deny fights. Yeah, but he's basically alluded to it in the past. So, Joey, you got a little shapeshift going on in your eyes. Now I'm a fan. Okay. Joey, what's the most exciting fight that could happen this year? It's not going to happen, but I want Khamzat Shavkat. Real question ×2. Are there any prospects contenders at heavyweight if John Jones retires? There's literally no one Aspinall to fight other than Alex Pereira, Almeida, or Derek Lewis. Not really, bro. Shamil Ghaziv was one of them that was like a maybe, but he's a bum, dude. He's a straight up bum, unfortunately. Joey will not be denied. I'm unstoppable, bro. I'm unstoppable. Majin, by the way, thank you again for the $20 dono. So, Joe, when I'm watching the UFC pay-per-views or talking MMA with my boys, I'm always using your jokes from the vids. I remember if I ever fight Jamal Hill, I'm bringing Herb Dean with me. Cause a confusing moment. Hey man, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. But I'm happy that some of my jokes are catching on with you. So I think we started some like funny kind of jokes within the MMA community, like Colby's and witness protection was one of them. That kind of caught on, that everyone started saying. So, Joey, by running your own channel, have you created your own prison? That's actually a fact. That's actually a fact. I have created my own prison. And one day I might just say, fuck it. I can't do this shit no more. It's taking up too much of my time. When you're just a true alpha male, doing alpha male shit, sometimes you're like, you know what? Is it really worth spending all my time doing this? I'll be all right. I'll be all right without it. But for right now, I love it. I love this shit. I'm addicted to this shit, and no one's gonna run me out of here, buddy. So, Joe, what got you into MMA? I mean, there wasn't like one specific moment, but I would kind of catch some reruns on Spike TV. I always wanted to watch an event, and one of my buddies hit me up. I said, hey, man, you want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings to watch a pay-per-view? I said, yeah, fuck you. Let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings and watch a pay-per-view. And we got to Buffalo Wild Wings, and it was fucking packed. Slam packed. UFC 114. First card I ever purchased. And I said, you know what? It was getting close to the main card, I believe. So you know what? My aunt lives nearby. Let's just go there. We'll order it, and we'll split it. So we went there. We're going there. We see a nasty car accident happen. Probably like 30, 40 miles an hour. T-bone. Happened right in front of us. And I said, you know what? There's plenty of cars around, plenty of people calling 911 and shit. It was 2 lanes of traffic. I said, you know what? I want to watch this shit. Whoop! And I just went in between the cars. I don't think anyone was, I don't know if anyone was, I'm assuming people might have been like seriously hurt, but I don't think anyone died. You know, they might have been completely all right, but there was plenty of people there to help. There was plenty of people there calling for, I guess, paramedics. I just zipped on through the car accident. Because there was no other way. It was the only way I could go. So if I didn't make it through then, I was done for. And I went to my aunt's house. I ordered the pay-per-view. It was kind of a shitty pay-per-view, to be quite honest. I didn't really enjoy it. I can only remember one fight off the top of my head right now, which was Mike Russo versus Todd Duffy. And Mike Russo brutally KO'd Todd Duffy. But outside of that, the card was kind of underwhelming. But then I was like, all right, let's order another card. So I ordered a couple more. And then eventually I went to my buddy's house for UFC 117. And I was rooting for Anderson Silva. I'd seen a little bit of him before. I was kind of a fan of him. And I watched him get the shit beat out of him by Chael for 4.5 rounds. For him to pull off that triangle choke at the end. And from that day on, I was hooked. That moment hooked me as a fan. I said, holy shit. Dude got beat up for 22 minutes. 22 minutes. And I was just shocked that he pulled it off. And I was so happy that he pulled it off. And then I remember being so excited for UFC 148, the rematch. And basically from then on, from 117, I never looked back. There were some cards that I skipped here and there, like, but I think like somewhere in like the 130s, I don't think I think I've pretty much watched every single pay-per-view since then. I missed one for work, but it was kind of a shit card, so I skipped it. And you couldn't really watch on your phone then, so that's the whole entire story. I used to go to Buffalo Wild Wings a lot and watch the events. So, because like some of them used to be, I mean, I guess nowadays they're shitty. But ever since I bought my house a while back, I'm pretty sure I've ordered every card since I bought my house. Because I'm like, I don't feel like fucking going out. I don't want to go out to some, place where there's a bunch of dumbass people talking and being loud and obnoxious. And I'd rather just chill at my house. And so, since I moved into my house many moons ago, some of you guys wouldn't know about that, owning your own home. Some of the haters out there, they wouldn't know about owning their own home or buying their own home when they're 20 years old, okay? They wouldn't know that. But, yeah, so bought my house a few years back. And I said, you know what? I'm never going out again. I'll just buy every fucking pay-per-view, even if it's shitty. Even if it's shitty. So that's what I did. And now I've been buying every pay-per-view. And then I started the channel. I wanted to start the channel since 2014. Never did it. Never had the courage to do it. Just because I knew it was going to be awkward and I didn't know the skills. I didn't have the skills to edit. I never knew how to edit. And yeah, that's it. So, who wins between Jamal Hill and Yuri? Probably Jamal. I've been pirating pay-per-views on my phone over the years. Don't tell Dana. Fair enough. I'm 20, living in an 8x8 dorm. That sucks, bro. I own a 4,000 square foot home and 3 acres land, Joseph. Well, thanks for telling me that you're poor. I'd be pissed if that's all I owned. So how'd you learn all that shit? Take courses? No. It's crazy going over all this because I've gone over this so many times. I knew how to do absolutely nothing. So what I said to myself is, I'm going to make as many videos as possible every single day. Because that's the only way to get better is experience. The only way to learn something is experience. So every day I was making like 1 or 2 videos. Super, I don't know, raw. And then I would slowly hone my skills in and learn more shit. So, yeah. Sounds like a trust fund kid. I grew up dirt poor with no parents. So, yeah, definitely not a trust fund kid. I wish. But there's nothing wrong with that. Not that I'm saying anything's wrong with that if you are. So, Jamal and Yuri may have the worst fight IQ of all time and fight a guy with the best left hook and drop their hands and throw hooks. I know. Did you pick Ken Shamrock to beat Tito Ortiz in those 3 fights? I wasn't a fan then. I've only been a fan since 2010. UFC 114, wow, so you've been an MMA fan for a while. What motivated you to start the channel and take time out of your life to create content? It's crazy. I've gone over this so many times. I stopped answering these questions a while ago, but just since we've been going over it today, I wanted to start a channel in like 2013, 2014, somewhere around there, because I hated the MMA media. I thought all the MMA content creators were garbage. I thought nobody was actually speaking their mind. There's like multiple kind of stereotypes of content creators. There is the hot take guys, which I get accused of being, which isn't even remotely true. There's the obsessed with betting guys, and sometimes they can overlap with each other. There's the extremely horribly biased guys. And then you have the MMA media, which is like scared of the UFC, which is shilling out for certain fighters because they want more popular fighters to be successful because it directly puts money in their pockets. You could say that about me, but that's not the... You could say that applies to me, but that's not actually true about me. And mainly just the fear of the UFC and the fear of saying certain things. So I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I despised it. It drove me nuts for many, many fucking years. To the point, most of my friends don't watch MMA. Most of my friends don't know like any fighters, basically. Like they would barely know who Conor McGregor is. And to the point, they know how much I hated MMA media. I've been talking about the shit for fucking 10 years. Like, that's how much I couldn't stand it. And I always wanted to start a channel. And then finally, basically one of my buddies encouraged me to do it. One of my buddies encouraged me to start the channel. And I said, you know what? I'm sitting here not starting a channel because I'm like, oh, I want you basically, when you want to start a channel, you want everything to be perfect, you know? And you want to have like everything perfect. And that's just not the case. You just got to learn on the job kind of. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Matthew, thank you for the $4.99. Timeout Freedom Fighters for talking good stuff while I was in timeout. I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. I'm not taking orders from you after you've been talking mad shit in the chat all day. I'll tell you that. But yeah. Basically, I hated content creators. I hated MMA media. I thought they were all jokes. I've gone over this since the day I started the channel. Since the day I started streaming, I talked about this. And I want it to be something different. And like, this sounds, and I know someone's going to be like, oh yeah, Joey thinks he's something special. I don't think I'm anything special. But I believe I'm unique to MMA content creation. You know, I'm not saying I'm some, you know, God's gift to YouTube or anything like that, but I know I'm different because I do not give a fuck at all. So, yeah, I can remember being outraged by the UFC 100 pay-per-view price. You know what's funny? One of my buddies ordered UFC 100 and I didn't go. He offered me to come over. His parents were ordering it. I was super young then. I didn't even drive them. So, you literally just copied Guru. I have never even watched Guru other than one video ever in my entire life. I've seen some clips on Twitter. I've literally watched one video in my entire life. So you can say whatever you want. There's people say, "Oh, Joe, you're just you're trying to be the opposite of him. Oh, you're copying him. You're doing this and doing that." I don't give a fuck what he does. The only thing I know about him truly, that I actually know, I've seen with my own eyes, is he does content in 480p. So that couldn't be further off than what I'm doing. I'm looking at high quality video. Okay, I'm a videophile. So to sit here and say, "Oh, you're copying him." What? Oh, we did prediction videos. Oh no, you're copying him. So, yeah. You could say that all you want, but just simply not true. Would never be true. Would be impossible to be true, because I actively do not watch MMA content and have not for very many years. So, you copy his profile picture. Yeah, I guess everyone on YouTube has copied his profile pic. I don't even know what his profile pic is, but I'm assuming it's a cartoon head. Like, oh God, 75% of YouTube. Yeah, good one. Well, 20K is a huge milestone, dude. It seems like you've carved your way into the project quite well. Have you ever considered cutting into the line of interview work, perhaps sports media? Maybe, but I'm not really like focused on that. I'm not really focused on that. You leave no stone unturned. Thank you. You and Guru are both wide-body men who prevalent in the MMA scene. I'm dumb. I couldn't read that word for a second. Virtually identical. Yeah, I'm sure. I love your content. Thank you. So, yeah, I don't know. People can say you try to be the opposite. The facts remain that I don't even know what his opinions are unless you guys tell me in chat. And that's nothing. That's no slight on him. I just don't give a fuck. I don't care what any of these people are doing. None of them. I really don't. I don't care at all. So, if Leon loses to Bilal, Garry versus Leon would be an interesting fight. I would love to see that. I'd love to see that fight. I'd favor Leon, but I think Garry could beat him, but I'd favor Leon. So, Joe, can you tell me if I'm permabanned? I have no idea if you're permabanned. How am I supposed to know? All these MMA channels use the same format, so saying you weren't inspired by anyone is crazy. Inspired by anyone? I just told you why I started the channel. Use the same format. What does that even mean? We talk about fights? Like, tell me what you mean by that. I don't even know what yeah, they really inspired me. I don't get it. I literally have the most simplistic everything and just try to be super high quality. That's it. So if that's copying, from what I've seen, that's not copying at all. But yeah. So, thank you for the 400 NGN is racist. He banned me for being Nigerian. A lot of people say that, but I don't know if that's true or not. But thank you for the 400 NGN. What is that? What currency is that? Make a poll on which is better. No, I don't care. I don't care to do a poll on that. I would melt your kneecaps with my pressure heavy volume. Okay, cool. Never mind, I'm back. My bad. Thanks for the stream. Okay. I confirmed Joey banned Cutler because, okay. I made Joey's better news than Ariel. A lot of people are just trying to be TMZ. That's what I don't like. So, what do you do for a living? I'm a Wall Street banker, and I'm also a doctor. Fight Companion live streams, predictions, post-fight, starting with early prelims and with the main event. Members groups like Come On Dog, don't hate on my opinion. Fight. So wait a second. Hold on. Time out. Because you do a live stream reacting to the fights, that's copying, doing predictions, doing post-fights, covering every single fight on the card, and having a members on YouTube. Okay. You caught me red-handed. You caught me red-handed, bro. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's 99% of MMA YouTube, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not paying attention. I didn't know I was doing something so unique that only one other person was doing it. Like, to act like all the content that I've done has been fan requested or subscriber requested. I used to not stream the cards. I used to not want to stream the cards. But people kept saying, dude, stream the card, stream the card, stream the card, stream the card. Ask the OGs. Ask the OGs. I never wanted to stream the card. Now it's become something that I do all the time because it's fun. Full card predictions. Never even did that before until last summer. Didn't want to do full card predictions. It's a lot of work to do full card predictions. Not a lot of people care about the early fights. But I had a bunch of people who watched the channel regularly who said, please do full card predictions. Please do full card predictions. So I did full card predictions. So I don't know what you want from me, bro. I don't even know why I'm talking to you, really, to be quite honest. Okay. Thank you, Mataja, for the 250 RSD. I am a Wall Street banker for a living. I'm an entrepreneur and an investor. Yeah. And a crane operator. So I'm be all right. Ricky Davis, thank you for the $2 super chat. You think Leon could go down as one of the GOAT at welterweight? No, I think he's going to lose soon. If he doesn't lose into Bilal, he's losing to Shavkat. If he doesn't lose into Bilal, he'll lose to Shavkat. N. Rodriguez, thank you for the $20 dono, bro. Thank you for the $20 dono. I appreciate you. There's no message, but thank you, N. Rodriguez. Thank you for supporting MMA, independent MMA content creators. How do you have the time to make videos for this channel if you make income elsewhere? When am I making videos? Do you notice when I'm making videos? When I'm up all night and not sleeping. So, yeah. I didn't realize you couldn't do two things. So if you watch my channel for even longer, you would know exactly everything I have going on in my life. And I have a lot of shit going on. But I make time for this shit. I love doing this shit. And this is something that I make extra money on. I started making good money on, like decent money on in the last like 6 months. And I want to continue to grow it. And believe me, you think you hate me now? Wait till I get 50K. Wait till I get 100K. Wait till I start making good money from this. Oh, I'm going to be putting out video after video after video after video and just tearing up the content creation. So, yeah. PWA, thank you for the $4.99. When I want the real low down, this is where I come. Thanks, Joey. Exactly. Hey, look, if you've been watching the channel for any prolonged period of time, you know you come to get the facts, bro. You cover MMA, you definitely copying. Yeah. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Talk MMA, you love covering entertaining drama. I'm just reading the chat, dude. You think Nick Diaz will win? It's possible, but doubtful. Possible, but doubtful. Joey does porno I see him on the adult sites. That is true. I told you to keep that in the members, though. So, I asked you to keep that in the members. In such a hurry to watch UFC 303 live stream, so lame. Okay. Oh, word. I subscribed at like 17K. Remember me when you hit 100K? We'll see. We'll see. I remember when Joey had less than 500 subs. Yeah, and the thing is, I told you guys all the same shit that I'm telling you right now. Do you really want to see Alex go to heavyweight, or do people really want? I don't think anyone actually wants to see Alex go to heavyweight. It doesn't even make sense right now. I thought people would be against him. So, we'll see. I'm telling you, Jones is going to start pushing for that over Tom Aspinall. I'm telling you right now, Jones is going to start pushing for it. Isn't it crazy 303 happened? And there was no Conor McGregor there. Hey, for the rest of this stream, I'm just going to act like, for the rest of the stream, I'm just going to act like Dana White. Ready? Everyone wants to see him go to heavyweight. John Jones is the pound for pound #1 fighter in the world. Doesn't matter how big Joey will get, he'll stay authentic and humble. John Jones is pound for pound #1. So let me get this straight. Just to be clear, you think the majority... I haven't really paid too much attention because I've been I just read comments and I haven't seen that many people talking about it. People want Jones versus Pereira over Jones versus Aspinall. Dude, Dana's a fucking clown. That's why I did a video on it. I did it at 7 o'clock this morning, damn near. Go and watch my video. I did it at 7 o'clock this morning. Breaking down media member confronting Dana. So, if no one can beat Jones in the UFC, he's number one. Okay. He's not fighting. No one cares about Aspinall? Okay. Jones versus Pereira it is. I want to see Jones versus Aspinall. That was the song Unbelievable. I couldn't believe the press conference last night. I was just screaming, shut up about Jones. Dude was so annoying. Sucking off Jones nonstop. Aspinall defending the interim title. Sad. Agreed. Hey, Dana, who should Alex fight next? Please don't mention Jones. So, I thought competition gets worse as weight goes up. Sounds like an easy opportunity. Yeah, but you have to realize size advantage always, like if two guys are the same skill, but one guy's bigger, the bigger guy's always going to win. If one guy's a little bit more skilled but smaller, then the bigger guy has an advantage. But also, you have it's not really Pereira going up to fight the shittier fighter. Pereira's going to get ragdolled by John Jones and ragdolled by Aspinall. Pereira would lose to both Aspinall and Jones easily. He would get murked badly. It would look like Volk Islam too. So, I mean, not look like it, but I mean, like, that's how you would feel afterwards. Like, damn, that wasn't worth it. But, yeah. If you want to see it, okay. I thought people would be complaining John Jones wants an easier fight. If you want to see John Jones Pereira, give me that over Stipe. I'd take that over Stipe 10 times out of 10. So, does Pereira own guns and have dogs? Yeah. Does he have a couple Belgian Malinois? Do people forget that Alex has 0 grappling? Dude, John Jones will wreck him bad. It wouldn't shock me if Jones strikes with him, though. Jones loves to do that. Take someone's strength. Could cost him in that fight. Remember when Hamzat called out Alex? I wouldn't mind seeing that in an alternate universe. Pereira fans really downplaying Ank's resume that consists of wins over Krylov, Volkan, Walker, and 7 more guys. They really don't want to see him fight a wrestler. What's funny is Ank's not even a wrestler, bro. He just has some wrestling. I would pick Ank to beat Alex. I would. But I wouldn't be confident. I wouldn't be super confident. I'm going to get a dog that puts me on the pound-for-pound list. You should. Book Jones versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. Do you see that Arlovsky's retirement? Stipe has not fought anyone currently in the UFC. Yep. I knew that Arlovsky was the last guy that he has a win over that's in the UFC. If they were going to skip over Stipe and give Pereira the shot, I'd be all right with that. Excuse me. Arlovsky's shit, man. Arlovsky really is shit. It sucks. He actually used to be good. He actually used to be exciting, but he just sucks now. Really does suck. So, Joe, what you don't understand about Jones being pound for pound number 1, he takes his guard dogs out on the weekends. That he does. Chandler waiting 2 years is insane. I got to get through his interview, man. There's more to cover. It's like I got to stop watching these interviews. I know you guys like these videos, but like this shit is crazy. Everyone's like sending me every interview. Like, you got to do a video on this. 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 I'm like, damn it, dude. Damn it, dude. Give Stipe respect. He won the DC trilogy. Yeah, back when I was 20 years old. I saw Joey at UFC event once, and he was at the hot dog stand all night long. All right. I guess you were there too. Per would also be a nobody if every champion just refused to fight him. Sucks for Aspinall. True. Joe, your Pereira versus Yuri 2 prediction aged so badly. Not really. Not really. I don't think so. Joe, you think Pereira has a bigger shot at beating Jones over Stipe? I don't know. Stipe's like a wild card. Probably not, but I don't know because Stipe's been out for so long. I honestly picked Magomed to beat Alex. The fact they got trying to act like he has a chance against Aspinall and Jones is laughable. I'm a big fan of Alex, by the way. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Did you see the way he took those spray paint cans out of kids' hands? Yeah. Talk about a bad motherfucker, not to mention the 2 German Shepherds, and he shoots guns. Dude, you need to comment on the next video where I'm talking about that. Protein Jones versus Stipe would be tough. That's why he's so insistent on the pound for pound shit, because he's pissed that Jones isn't pound for pound #1 right now in the rankings. Dude, the video of Pereira just head kicking him. And mad people got mad because I said, oh, he didn't really set it up. I mean, I understand he threw body kicks in the previous rounds, but dude just threw a head kick. He didn't throw any combinations prior to it. He just threw a head kick. And Yuri didn't even react to it at all. Like, let me go watch. I wish I could watch this in slow-mo right now. I wish you could slow this down. Yeah, Yuri didn't even react to that shit at all. He tried to grab the ankle with his left hand. What's crazy is it looked like it barely landed. By the way, you guys really want to be heartbroken? I didn't want to be the one to break this to you guys. You guys really want to be heartbroken? People posting pictures of Yuri's broken hair. You know that's broken because that's fake, right? That ponytail's fake. I've held that back from you guys for a while. It's fake. It's not even real. I remember him telling that somewhere. He adds that on because he thinks it looks cool. Unless it's changed. But that's why it's broken, because it's not real. It's just like taped up there somehow. Khan, thank you for the $2.99 Australian. Can we get Derek Lewis versus Ronda Rousey? Sign me up. Yeah, I can't remember where I saw it, Scott, but it's fake. It's a fake ponytail he adds to his hair. Unfortunately. Alex Ankalaev next, the only fight to make. Yeah, that's why it was broken, because it was coming off, I think. Something like that. Let me look it up. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. I don't know. At some point, he said it somewhere. Maybe it was just for the... I don't know. I feel like it was around the Dom Reyes fight. I can't find anything on it, but I remember seeing it. But yeah, I read that somewhere, and I think it was Yuri that said it. He adds to it somehow. Yuri wears a weave. If someone can figure that out for me, where that came from. I only want to see Stipe if it's a ladder match, yeah, because he's going to be perfect because he's been saving cats from trees. It's called extensions. John Jones literally kicked out some people spraying paint in his spray paint in his hometown. You better stop disrespecting him, Joey. Call him pound for pound now. I will. He shaved his head after the Glover fight. And what? It wasn't there? Is that what it was? I remember maybe he talked about it in an interview. Maybe it's a Schmo interview. I don't remember what it was. But maybe it was only in one fight that it was fake. I don't know. Joe, what will Dana say at the press conference if Stipe beats Jones? We're going to book the rematch. What would you rate UFC 303 out of 10? Like a 6? Maybe a 5 even? Will the Sphere be a success? I would say yes. I'll say no. No. Okay. Dude said he wants to see Stipe take on Jones in a ladder match. Yeah, he's been saving cats out of trees, so I got to get ready and go do my video here shortly. But I figured, you know what? Let me show up. Let me show up for the boys. Let me show up for the boys. Was UFC 303 worse than 279 as far as clusterfucks? Probably. 279 was shit, though. Shit card. 303 was better. Ankalaev will wait. Delize can finish someone at 85 in the meantime. What does Delize have to do anything to do with Ankalaev? I saw Hill's reaction, bro. I saw Hill's reaction. Dude was salty as hell. What's crazy is how salty people wanted me to be. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why'd they want me to be so salty? Doesn't make any sense to me. Makes no sense to me. I truly appreciate these After Dark lives. Thank you, bro. What the fuck was 279? Diaz Ferguson. Hill going to beat Dom Reyes and call for a title shot? Probably. I don't know who I want Hill to fight. I want Hill to fight someone that he's going to lose to. You know what's crazy? Yuri's career has aged so badly now. Yuri's career has aged so badly, has it not? Dom Reyes, Volkan Ozdemir, Glover Teixeira. Don't tell me that's it. There's got to be someone I'm missing, right? Dom Reyes, Volkan Ozdemir, Glover Teixeira. There's got to be something I'm missing, right? Who am I forgetting? I'm not looking at the chat. Rockage. Volkan Ozdemir, Dom Reyes, then title shot, and then Rockage. And he was losing the Rockage fight. Damn, he was even losing the Ozdemir fight. He was losing the Ozdemir fight. The Reyes fight was a war. The Glover Teixeira fight he was losing. Loses to Pereira. Comes back against Rockage. I was thinking prior to the title is what I was thinking initially, but then I remembered Rockage. Damn. Yuri's really done. Oh, man. That sucks. They'll rebook Hill versus Ulberg. I hope so. Imagine you're at your job and they give you a promotion. You say it ain't for gold. I don't want it. Why do I feel like you're talking about Strickland? Hill versus Yuri next. Sign me up. Nah, fuck that. Book Ulberg versus Hill. I think Ulberg has a chance to beat him. Yuri depended on catching people by surprisingly odd style, and he's defensively bad, and fighters will get his timing now. Dude, I know. Yuri's done. It was fun while it lasted. I knew this day was coming. I didn't think it was coming this soon. I knew this day was coming, but I didn't know. I didn't know how soon it was going to happen. And now I'm heartbroken, to be quite honest. I'm genuinely heartbroken. Joe, why do you hate Strickland? You know, I don't actually hate Strickland. There's not a single fighter that I really hate. But if you ask me why I'm hard on Strickland, the dude claims he deserves a title shot that he does not deserve. He talks about going to war and he's boring as fuck. He says ridiculous shit that the incel fan base eats up. And his fan base overhype every single one of his wins ever. So, if you ask me why I'm hard on him, that's it. You know, I'm just like, this dude's a clown. This dude sucks. This dude, not sucks, but has shitty performance after shitty performance while talking about going to war. And people hype him up for no reason. Pat Matthews, thank you for the 199. You just farted so much it sounded like a machine gun. Ha, ha, ha. Damn, I'm tired and I got to record a video after this and then drop it real quick. I'll have to edit that bitch lickety split. Joe, thank you for the 199. Mago is a negative 136 favorite. Alex is plus 116. Is that not a banger fight? I think that's the best fight the UFC can make right now in the light heavyweight division. Did you sleep yet? I slept some. I went to bed at 7 a.m. I was working on my shit at 5 p.m. and I went to, what's that? I put in a 14-hour shift last night. Whew. I put in a 14-hour shift last night. Top 3 takeaways of UFC 303. Almost everyone who went to a draw in a title fight got an immediate rematch. What does that have to do with anything? Do you think we ever see Colby Garry? I think Colby will duck Garry like his life depends on it because he cannot afford to lose to him. Joey, funny how people keep saying Ankalaev doesn't deserve the shot while the same rallied behind Strickland for a shot after a loss and had no issues with after Alex Robinson. Facts. Colby is ducking Garry like his life depends on it. Submissive Radio, Colby was afraid to fight Ian. How bad was it in that interview? I don't know if I can stomach. I don't think I'm going to watch it. I just can't. I got to watch Chandler's interview. Oh, my God. I've created my own prison. When will the Sphere be announced? Dude, I'm telling you, I think it's going to go to shit. The way Dana's being elusive about it every single fucking time. Elusive. He's hyping it up like it's Power Slap. Yeah, it's going to be the greatest single night in sports history and the greatest broadcast in sports history and the greatest card. I don't buy it, man. You got to watch it, bro. It's a gold mine. He's a fucking clown. Let's see how long it is. If it's more than 20 minutes, I can't watch it. It's 18 minutes. I hate you. He's latching on to Gary's name, and you know what's crazy? He's not even getting views for it. 5.6K views in 2 hours. What a fucking clown. I'm a bigger draw than Colby at this point. Dude's trying to latch on to Gary's name. Dude saying he wants to fight Chandler. I'm done. I'm actually a figment of Joey's imagination. Yeah, that's true. He's like my my alter ego from Fight Club. What's such a gold mine about it, bro? It's 17 minutes long. I don't know. I think the Sphere is going to headline Grasso Shevchenko. I hope not. I hope not, but it wouldn't shock me. I'm telling you, it wouldn't shock me if it gets canceled. And they reschedule it or postpone it. Do you see how people lost their mind after they saw Riyadh season and Noche promo? Funny how they were hating all those Saudis paying for the event. I have not seen people hating on it. I've seen people laughing about it, but I didn't see people hating on it. That Saudi money's crazy, man. Dana's going to bow down to that Saudi money. No doubt about it. Jay, I'm not real. You were imagining this comment. Wouldn't shock me. Guys, we got over 300 people in the chat. If you guys could all like the stream, if you guys could do me a favor, double check and make sure you're subscribed to this channel. I'm going to have a video come out after stream. I'm going to record it the second we end this video. And it's going to be a straight up heater. And I mean, look at this beard. I'm sick. Might have to trim this somehow. This little like my beard's getting crazy big. Look at that. Look at that. If I really grab it. If I end up trimming my beard, up, man, people are going to be like, what the hell? Because it's so big now. I mean, look, my chin's all the way up here. Look at that. Look at that. Look how thick and black it is. And damn, my hair's getting long again, too. Look. My hair's getting long again. I don't dislike Dana necessarily. I'm subbed and I'm a member. You got gifted a membership, you pussy. I miss Brittany Palmer. Fair. Prime Brittany Palmer. Fair enough. I remember her from WEC days. Bro, the post on IG with Chandler walking around with arms wide open had me rolling on the floor. Dude, shit was funny. Shit was funny. You got the Andrei Arlovsky beard. Don't you dare compare me to Andrei Arlovsky. The fact that Ali couldn't get Ankalaev a title shot shows how much of a clown he is. Facts. Sad to see Andre not getting a video package. It was a journey. Women like Waterson got one. My guess is Andrei Arlovsky's pissed at the UFC. He wants them to re-sign him. He thinks he's still good. He says he's still going to fight elsewhere. Who's going to want to watch him fight or pay him to fight? I wish he was still good, man. I wish he was still KOing people. I wish he'd get on the PEDs or something. Hottest ring girl, Verna Jandaroba. Do you agree Chandler waiting for Conor? It seems like he's coming around to the potential conclusion that he might move on. Imagine Budai or Arlovsky was 5 rounds. Oh my God. One of them would have died. Chrissy Blair is the hottest ring girl. I think Verna Jandaroba is probably top tier. Now, if you had to pick out one, I forgot her name. We talked about it before. She's kind of Asian. think she's a little bit Asian, probably, is the top one. I'm starting to wonder if Yuri fluked his entire UFC run. Were you not here 10 minutes ago? We were talking about that. Dana was coked up at the press. Terrible international fight week card. I'll fight Chandler. We need performance of the night bonuses for the ring girls. Sure. Red De La Cruz. That's who it is. Yeah. Turkey Al-Sheikh, the GOAT, told Dana no dumb ring girls. Yeah, he says he wants women MMA fights for the next card in Saudi Arabia, though. I don't know why people care. This dude's a clown. You think Dana was pissed because potentially Shevchenko turned down the fight? Dude, it seems like Shevchenko... Hold on 1 second. It seems like Shevchenko didn't want to fight in the Sphere if it was the Mexican Independence Day shit. Days, check Discord, by the way. Are you going to pick Ankalaev if they fight? Hell yeah, I'm picking Ankalaev. At this point, broken clock's right twice a day. So, Jay, how many people's mom have you slept with? Quite a few. Including yours. Remember when Fedor starts Strelowski? I think Shev beats Grasso in the trilogy, not going to lie. What, Peyton is the real Sean O'Malley? What does that even mean? But yeah, Dana seemed pissed about something, bro. It's hard to tell you, but Alex right now decimates Ankalaev. Wouldn't even be close. I think it'd be very close. Ankalaev's a really good striker. Has nasty kicks, too. And he's not going to chill there with his hands down. I don't like ring girls because it's nonsense and has nothing to sport. Who cares? How can you not like or like? What do you want? Dudes up there in thongs walking around? Is that what you want? I don't care necessarily one way or another. Because, like, if they don't have ring girls, I'll just have your mom walk around in lingerie for me at the house. So, it means Peyton is everything he wanted Sean to be. I don't get it. I subscribed a while ago to your channel, but always give a like to every single video that you post and always will, my friend. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Alexandre. Get up there and shake that chin. Ankalaev is too big, basic boxer, solid at it, but too basic for Alex. Outboxed. Check that sparring. Joe, who's your favorite MMA YouTuber? I don't have one. I don't like Grasso. Rumored to fight Shevchenko 3 times in a row. Like there's something else in the division. I know Grasso said maybe Manon. I think Shevchenko's pissed about the potential, basically the Mexican Independence Day. Tell me Shevchenko isn't like weird and saying, I'm not fighting her on Mexican Independence Day. Remember she said it's not even going to be a theme like that? So maybe Shevchenko's just saying, I don't want to do that. I'll fight her afterwards or something. So why are you against Dana doing the Sphere? I'm not. Who said that? No one has ever touched, not even a little touch, Magomed on the feet. Alex better wrestle or he's getting slept. Facts. Why did Grasso sit out for a year? It's not been a year. She fought in September. That is annoying. I guess because there's the division shit. They didn't care. Are you going to pick Izzy if they do the trilogy? Well, I would pick Izzy in a middleweight. I'm not picking Izzy at light heavyweight. Hell no. I never said I was against him doing the Sphere. I like that he's doing the Sphere. I just think it's going to end up being shit. Should I make the damn video already? Why do you glaze Garry so hard? I'm not glazing. I'm just speaking facts. Just because you want me to hate on someone because you don't like him doesn't change the facts. She felt the judges were swayed because of Mexican Independence Day. Yeah, and she's not going to do it again. Grasso got a gift. Stevie Wonder knows that. She did. It shouldn't have been a draw. Anyone thinking Alex can beat Magomed? Find me a moment where Ankalaev's been rocked, wobbled, even hit clean. That faster. He's faster than Alex and will mix up the grappling and KO Poetan. It's going to be interesting. The leg kicks. Magomed gets his legs chopped. That's what makes it interesting. So, can the leg kick damage set up the hands? Is what I find interesting. Can the leg kick damage set up the hands? That is a banger fight. There's so many banger fights that I want to see right now. I want to see Pereira versus Ankalaev. I want to see Sean versus Merab. I want to see Topuria versus Holloway. I want to see Leon Bilal, which is happening. I want to see Jones versus Aspinall. I mean, there's so many good fights, man, coming up. I just hope they get made soon. None of them are made. Why aren't they made? 10-8 round was literally a rigged scorecard. I 100% agree. He should be investigated. Dude, doesn't surprise me at all. Doesn't surprise me at all. I think I heard something like that as well. Hilarious. Hilarious, bro. Have we not been saying that for a while? I don't know specifically that, but, you know. Dana was super evasive about the Sphere last night. Like, yeah, I had to have my board of directors come in and look at it and see what was going on. It tells me something's going on here. Something's amiss about the Sphere. I'll tell you that much right now. Something is amiss about the Sphere. Something's a little bit off kilter about the Sphere. Still not even getting halfway to the likes tonight. It should always be evenly matched. Dude, people don't like the streams, man. They don't like the streams. They watch, but they don't like. I think we had 350 in here tonight, which is pretty good for a Sunday night, late Sunday night too. Chev basically doesn't want to fight to be the Mexican holiday for what happened last time. Technically, Chev would be 2-0 and going 3-0. Yes, Grasso win was a fluke. I know, isn't it weird? I'm probably picking Grasso in the trilogy though. Ige beats Lopez with a full camp. I think they should rebook the rematch for the Sphere. But so yeah, the fact that UFC Noche doesn't have a number next to it. The fact that the Noche doesn't have a number next to it tells me it may not be a pay-per-view. I agree, Days. Main event pulls out the Sphere. Alex steps in again. That'd be crazy. Alex is the only one to yell about how many more belts to black. I don't know. Our girl left me because... Okay. Aspinall's going to lose to Curtis. That'd be crazy. Hitting the like button is a lot of work. Yeah. I got to go record a video here shortly, man. I got a lot to do. What is this dude talking about? Anyway. Chandler gets his wish, though? No, I don't think so. But maybe if they make the Sphere a non-pay-per-view, they could put in another pay-per-view and do Chandler versus McGregor. And then people think they get a victory lap over me. When it's done, I've already won, bro. I've already won. Okay? Kayla Harrison, Van Zandt, power slap. Somebody was saying earlier they think Pereira's smashing Kayla Harrison just because she put the belt on him. Maybe. That's an odd couple for sure. MVP landed one good right hook. There was only one clean shot landed by MVP. One clean shot. You're a gangster being in here for MMA fans every day, every night. Thank you very much for your legit MMA news source. You're welcome, Christopher. With my mustache always tickling my nose. Joey, thoughts on Garry headlining the Sphere? I think he should. Is it gay if I find Kayla Harrison attractive? Hey, man, whatever you like, you like. You just want to get ragdolled, I guess? You just want to get ragdolled and out-muscled? That's crazy. But listen, it's 1 a.m. I've gone for an hour and a half. I have to go record a video. I'll try to drop it before 2 a.m. That's the goal. If it's not done by 2 a.m., I'm not dropping it. But if it's done by 2 a.m., I'll drop it. So, I mean, what can you guys expect? It's a Sunday night. Day after pay-per-view. I damn near died. On last night, staying up so late. So, if you guys could please do me a favor. Before you go, I did a video on Dana White. I know you guys probably already watched the post fights. I did a video on Dana White saying some clown shit. Absolute clown shit at the post fight presser, getting confronted by a media member and getting into a little bit of an argument with a media member. So if you guys can please go check that out. I linked it in the chat. Like the stream on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. Go check out the video I linked in chat. Goodbye. Good night. I appreciate every single one of you. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Good night.